Hello students, welcome to the subject of complex variable and partial differential equation. Myself Dr. Ankit Acharya, and today is our third lecture for the chapter power series. So in a first lecture we discuss about how we can find radius of convergence and circle of convergence. After that, in a second lecture we discuss about Taylor series. That means when we can express for any function f of z as a Taylor series, right? And today also we discuss about some important example of Taylor series, and after that we will discuss about very important topic, Laurent series. So as you all know that Taylor series we can express only for the circle where inside the circle your function must be analytic. Okay, so let me revise you the statement of the theorem for the Taylor series. So I hope you remember that this is a statement of Taylor series that if f of z is analytic inside a circle C with center z is equal to a, then each z inside C, that means read the first line very carefully. F of z must be analytic inside a circle C with center z is equal to a, then each z inside C, f of z can be expanded as a power series above z is equal to a, and this is the formula, right? F of z, that is equal to f of a plus z minus a into f dash a plus z minus a whole square divided by 2 factorial f double dash a, and so on. Okay, and we already solved some of the very good example. We expand f of z, that is equal to e raised to z in a Taylor series. After that, 1 upon f of z is equal to 1 upon z plus 2 above z is equal to 1. So region is very important. When you express any function f of z in a Taylor series, your region is very important. Okay, and after that we solve one example that f of z is equal to 1 upon 1 plus z, that can be expressed as 1 minus z plus z square minus z cube plus z raised to 4 and so on, but the condition is more z less than 1. Why? Because our center point is 0 and 1 upon 1 plus z is not defined at z is equal to minus 1. So we can take radius maximum r is equal to 1. Okay, so that's why more z less than 1. And similarly, we can define 1 upon 1 minus z, that is equal to 1 plus z square plus z cube and so on. Here also more z less than 1. So basically we are using this two formula for some of the examples of Taylor series and also in all the example of Laurent series. How? Let's see. So this is my next example for Taylor series. Here you can see that f of z, that is equal to z upon z plus 1 into z minus 3 as a Taylor series about z is equal to 0. That means center point is 0. Okay. Now we know that center is 0. So 0, 0 is my center point. Now this function is not defined at point minus 1 and 3. So minus 1, 0 here and 3, 0 somewhere here. Okay. Right. Now I want to express this function as a Taylor series, so that's why maximum I can take radius r is equal to 1, because this is r is equal to 1, because as you all know that Taylor series we can express only for the inside part of that circle. So 0, 0 is center, so from center point we can take maximum radius r is equal to 1. Okay, because if suppose we are taking r greater than 1, then in that circle minus 1, 0 is inside that circle. Okay, and that's why function is not analytic inside that circle. Okay, so as you all know that we have to remember this two important formula. Now in each and every example I will use this two formula. We know that 1 upon 1 plus z, that is equal to 1 minus z plus z square minus z cube plus z raised to 4 and so on. Okay, but the condition is, what is my condition? Condition is mod z less than 1. Okay, similarly 1 upon 1 minus z I can express 1 plus z square plus z cube. Okay, and so on. Here also condition is mod z less than 1. Okay, now instead of z here instead of z, suppose you have any function of z. It can be z square, z cube, z by 2, z by 4. But the condition is if modulus value of that function less than 1, then you can use this formula, both the formula. That means suppose let me give you one example. Suppose you have 1 upon 1 plus z square by 4. Okay, and suppose modulus value of z square by 4 less than 1. Suppose modulus value of z square by 4 less than 1, then you can express similar like this formula. Okay, instead of z, now you have z square by 4, so you can express 1 minus z square by 4 plus z square by 4 whole square minus z square by 4 whole cube and so on. Okay, so that's why you can express this series is 1 minus z square by 4 plus z square by 4 whole square minus z square by 4 whole cube and so on. Okay, so this is just for your understanding. Now we will use this two formula in each and every example. So here, what is my function? F of z, that is equal to z upon z plus 1 into z minus 3, z upon f of z, that is equal to z upon z plus 1 into z minus 3. Okay, now find out a and b. We can express a upon z plus 1 plus b upon z minus 3. Now we can easily find out the value of a and b. What is the value of a? The value of a, to find the value of a, we have to take z is equal to minus 1 in this term, z upon z minus 3. Okay, so take z is equal to minus 1 in this term, z upon z minus 3. So you will get minus 1 upon minus 1 minus 3. So 1 by 4. Okay, and to find out the value of b, we have to take z is equal to 3 in this term, z upon z plus 1. So when you take z is equal to 3, you will get 3 upon 3 plus 1. So b is equal to 3 by 4. Okay, so that's why now f of z is equal to 1 by 4, 1 upon z plus 1, but instead of z plus 1, I can write 1 plus z plus b, the value of b, that is 3 by 4, 1 upon z minus 3. Okay, and here we have c. So the region of this circle, that means here we have mod z less than 1, right? Mod z less than 1. Now mod z less than 1, so that's why I can write mod z by 3. Can I write mod z by 3? That is less than 1 by 3, and that's why 1 by 3 less than 1. So now I will use this two formula, mod z less than 1 and mod z by 3 less than 1. I will use this two formula. How? Let me show you. Now see, 1 upon 1 plus z. So modulus value of z, that is less than 1. So I can write 1 upon 1 plus z, that can be written as 1 minus z plus z square minus z cube plus z raised to 4 and so on. And now 3, this 3 will be common. Okay, so 3 by 4. Now 3 will be common. So z by 3 minus 1. So 1 by 3, 1 upon, I can write here z by 3 minus 1. But this 1 I need in a first term, right? So minus can be common. So now first of all this 3 will be cancelled out. So that's why I can write, okay, here just I simplify this term and write here. So I can write this 1 by 4. The first term is as it is, 1 minus z plus z square minus z cube, okay, plus and so on. And here minus 1 by 4, 1 upon 1 minus z by 3, okay, minus 1 by 4, 1 upon 1 minus z by 3. And now you can write this equal to 1 by 4, the first term is as it is, 1 minus z plus z square minus z cube and so on. And the second term that is minus 1 by 4, okay, modulus value of z by 3, that is also less than 1, that we prove, okay, because mod z less than 1, here you can see that mod z less than 1, so mod z by 3 less than 1 by 3 less than 1. So now we can use this formula also, mod z by 3 less than 1. Okay, and that's why minus 1 by 4. Now 1 plus z by 3 plus z by 3 whole square plus z by 3 whole cube and so on. And now you can easily simplify. I hope you can easily simplify. First of all, the constant term is 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4. So that is 0, right? This 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 cancel out. Okay. Now the coefficient of z, that is minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 12. You can see that 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. So 1 by 12. So that's why minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 12 into z, the coefficient of z square, that is plus 1 by 4, and here minus 1 by 9 into 4, so 36. Okay, so plus the coefficient of z square, that is 1 by 4, and here we have minus 1 by 4 and 1 by 9. Okay, so that is 1 by 4 into 1 by 9, so minus 1 by 36 into z square and so on, and you can easily simplify. Okay, I hope you can easily simplify. So this is your final answer for this example. Right now, next concept is Lorentz series. Now very important concept. Now we have two concentric circles C1 and C2 with the center Z0. C1 with the radius R1 and C2 with the radius R2. Two concentric circle. Concentric circle means there are two circles with the same center. Okay, with R2 greater than R1. If f of z is analytic on C1 and C2 and in annular region R. Annular region means the region between these two concentric circle. So we can express Lorentz series if suppose your function is analytic in annular region. Okay, so f of z, that can be expressed summation a n z minus z0 raised to n, where n is starting from 0 to infinite, plus summation bn upon z minus z0 raised to n, where n is equal to 1 to infinite. Okay, you can see the formula on your screen. So this, suppose this summation we can express, so a0 plus a1 into z minus z0 plus a2 into z minus z0 square plus and so on. And suppose the second summation we express, so plus b1 upon z minus z0 plus b2 upon z minus z0 whole square and so on, where an and bn, the value of an and bn, you can see that 1 upon 2 pi I integration over the contour C1 f of z upon z minus z0 raised to n plus 1 dz, and the value of bn, that is 1 upon 2 pi I integration over the contour C2 f of z upon z minus z0 raised to minus n plus 1 dz. Okay, the value of an and bn, right now we will not use this two value right now. Okay, but just try to remember. Now you can see this circle. This is my center Z0. This is small circle is called C1. The bigger circle, that is called C2. Okay, with the radius R1 and R2. Now your function f of z is analytic in annular region. That means in this red part. Okay, in this red color, the region who shows the red color, in that region your function is analytic. Now most important thing is that this R2 can be infinite also. How it can be infinite? Suppose outside the circle, suppose your function is analytic everywhere outside the circle, so in that case R2 is infinite and R1 can be 0 also. Okay, R1 can be 0 also. Suppose inside a circle your function is analytic except at a center point. Okay, so in that case R1 is equal to 0, right? Now R1 less than mod z minus z0 less than R2. So this is the equation for annular region, and the important definition for residue, just try to keep in mind. So the coefficient of 1 upon z minus z0. Now you can see that what is my coefficient of 1 upon z minus z0 from this term. Okay, the coefficient of 1 upon z minus z0, that is b1, and b1 is exactly the residue. Okay, residue of f of z at point z is equal to z0. So that is actually our next concept, next topic after this Lorentz series. But keep in mind this definition. That means what? Suppose f of z you can express in a Lorentz form, in a Lorentz series, then from that Lorentz series, the coefficient of 1 upon z minus z0, that is b1, is exactly the residue of f of z at point z0. okay, and that's why this is the residue. And let's solve some of the examples of Lorentz series. Here, write the two Lorentz series expansion. This is my first example. Write the two Lorentz series expansion. Now, here region is not given. Okay, most probably in your case region is given in the examination, but there are some of the example in which they don't give you the region. So in that case, region that you have to find, because otherwise you cannot solve this example. Okay, so write the two Lorentz series expansion in power of z. Now try to understand this concept. In power of z, that means in power of z, that means your center point is 0. Okay, compare with z minus z0, right? So in power of z, that means what is your z0? Z0, that is equal to 0. Okay, Z0, that is equal to 0 here. Suppose you have z plus 1. Suppose they told us that in power of z plus 1. So compare with z minus z0. So what is your z0 here? Z0 is equal to minus 1. That means your center point is minus 1. Suppose in power of z minus 3. So compare with z minus z0. So in that case z0 is equal to 3. Okay, now I hope you can understand. Now first of all you have to find out the region. What is my first region? You can see that the given function is not analytic at point 0, okay, at point 0 and 1, because at point 0 and 1 your denominator become 0, right? So this 2 point at point 0 and at point 1 0, 1 means 1 0, at this 2 point the given function is not analytic. So my first region is inside part of this circle. So my first region, that is mod z less than 1, but in mod z less than 1 this 0 0 is inside the region, but I don't want to take 0 0, so that's why my first region is 0 less than mod z less than 1. Now you can understand 0 less than mod z less than 1, that means what? All the complex number whose distance from 0 0 less than 1 and greater than 0, that means the portion inside the circle, but this 0 0 point is not included in this region. Now what is my second region? That means outside this circle. Outside this circle, at all the points the given function is analytic. So my second region is 1 less than mod z less than infinite. Okay, this is my second region. Now try to find out for the first region. So 0 less than mod z less than 1. Okay, now I can use mod z less than 1. Okay, now f of z, what is my f of z? F of z is 1 upon z square into 1 upon 1 minus z. Okay, now because of I want to express this function in power of z, so 1 upon z square as it is, right? 1 upon z square as it is. Instead of 1 upon 1 minus z, I can write 1 plus z square plus z cube and so on. Okay, because this mod z, okay, modulus value of this term, that is less than 1, so that's why I can use it. Okay, 1 upon z square, 1 plus z square plus z cube and so on, and now 1 upon z square multiply with this bracket, so this equal to 1 upon z square plus 1 upon z plus 1 plus z square and so on. Okay, now what is my second region? Second region is 1 less than mod z less than infinite. Now from this region 1 less than mod z, and that's why I can use modulus value of 1 upon z. Okay, mod z can be right on a left hand side, so modulus value of 1 upon z less than 1, right? Now I want to use this equation. Whatever the term, okay, whatever the term whose modulus value less than 1, that we can use. Okay, so that's why mod 1 upon z less than 1. Now I want to use this value 1 upon z, right? Now what is my f of z? F of z, that is equal to 1 upon z square into 1 upon 1 minus z, right? Now z I can write outside from this term, so 1 upon z cube, right? 1 upon z cube, 1 upon 1 by z minus 1, but this this 1 I need very fast, so you can write minus 1 upon z cube, 1 upon 1 minus 1 upon z. Now you can understand that modulus value of this 1 upon z is already less than 1. Modulus value of 1 upon z is less than 1. So that's why I can write minus 1 upon z cube into 1 plus 1 upon z plus 1 upon z, 1 upon z whole square, and so on. Okay, and now when we express this equal to minus 1 upon z cube, okay, minus 1 upon z cube minus 1 upon z raised to 4 minus 1 upon z raised to 4 minus 1 upon z raised to 5, and so on. Okay, so in today's lecture we discuss about Taylor series. First example is for Taylor series, very important example, and after that we discuss about Lorentz series and we solve one very important example. In the next lecture we discuss about Lorentz series but with some more important examples. Okay, because in today's lecture just we solve our first example for the Lorentz series. There are so many examples, there are so many important examples of Lorentz series which we will discuss on next lecture. So up to this, thank you.